Monday Movie Massacre.
And Weird James joins me here in studio. Morning, James.
Good morning, Donner.
All right, so over the weekend you went to go and see the new Oliver Stone film Savages.
Let me see your eyes. Is everything all right?
Yes, Motherina. Why you ask?
You make me sad, Lalo. I have to come to Gringolandia to find this out. You thought I wasn't gonna notice $3 million and 7 of my men dead?
Okay, so Salma Hayek sounds pretty good. Slapping Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, she's the head of a Mexican drug cartel set up in TJ down in Tijuana. She wants a piece of some kush marijuana that is being grown by a couple of stoner surfer dudes up in Laguna Beach. So they send him an offer to join in and be a part of their team, and they'll give them part of the money. But these guys are, very free thinking. They're trying to be set up stuff in Africa, water draining things. They don't want any part of this violent Mexican drug world. So they send the Mexicans go and kidnap their hot girlfriend.
Who's Blake Lively?
Yeah, who is this girl? I don't know who this girl is. Everyone says, is she from a TV show, like a Disney show? That's what she seemed like.
I know she's dating Ryan Reynolds. That's about all.
Oh, that's all okay. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
Well, I hope she's better at dating than she is at acting. But anyways, so they kidnap her, and then that starts the basic nuts and bolts of the movie that they're trying to get her back from these drug dealers to break her free. So this long, overboring narrated movie starts, and the narration keeps on bringing it down. You got John Travolta in there. He's this DEA drug agent. He's acting like he did on Welcome Back, Kotter. He should have stayed on the cruise ship. Maybe got a few more massages. Maybe that would have loosened up his chops a little bit. But yeah, I wasn't too impressed with Savages. I had a lot of hope going into it, but
You had hope because it was an Oliver Stone film?
movie.
Yeah.
I love a lot of Oliver Stone movies, and it was just it was narrated, and the narration by this Blake Lively girl just totally brought the movie down. It seemed like they didn't know how to put the story together, so they had to add some cheesy narration track throughout the movie. And whenever the scenes that weren't narrated were going on, then it was more entertaining. But Blake ruined it for me.
So this film is based around the sale of marijuana. Is that right?
Yeah, marijuana. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, real high-end stuff. 33.3% THC count, I believe it was.
And so do you think that that's believable, that they based the film around that, like a drug cartel and weed?
No, I don't actually. I don't know. Not that I'm a drug dealer or anything, but I don't think the profit margin in marijuana would be high enough to warrant all the amount of the overhead that these guys were putting into it. Like, I could see them sticking to heroin or coke or something like that, where there's a higher profit, and they had to fill a whole van worth of the stuff to get any money out of it. So, we're talking millions of dollars, but.
So who's the real star of this film then? Anyone? Because there was a big cast. I mean, you got Benicio del Toro, Salma Hayek.
You got the guy from Battleship. He's the star, whatever he was. And then the
Taylor
guy
Kitsch,
the button guy from Kick-Ass. I didn't realize he's a British guy. His American accent was solid, but no. Taylor Lively, John Travolta, Benicio del Toro, Salma Hayek, of course.
But no one really stood out as being over the top in it.
No.
Okay, well.
Wasn't a fan of it. Wasn't a fan. Thank God for my handy flask. And a couple of weirdos in the audience kept it interesting.
How so?
Well, I had one guy, whenever somebody would smoke a joint, he'd start going, ha ha. And then this other girl, whenever somebody would get tortured, she'd start wincing and wheezing beside me. So, and at least that kept things interesting. That and my handy bottle of Bacardi. So,
how many shots for this one, James? What do you say? Savages
was a Sunday fun time. It was 4 shots.
All right. Thanks for the Monday Movie Massacre from Weird James.
No problem.